here's your host, Lloyd Shoemaker, with Coach Dahl.
You're watching the Piqua Girls Basketball Coaches Show live on the Indian Nation Station YouTube page, brought to you by the Piqua Digital Media, and I'm Lloyd Shoemaker, your host, and beside me here, this young fella is the head girls basketball coach here at Piqua High School, John Dolph. John, appreciate you doing this show again. I know the first time was a little bit of a panic time for you because you didn't know what I was going to say.
Yes.
But this time we're going to talk about your basketball team and your schedule. 6-3 on the season.
Yeah.
We didn't get the 6 games last year until February, first part of February. You're a month and a half ahead of time.
Correct. We played. We're going to be going into Christmas break with 11 games. So we got half the schedule completed before the new year. So I think that's a key aspect of why we have so many wins. We had a lot of games in the beginning, but we'll take the 6 wins.
Sure, absolutely. Well, you know, you started the season with a nice win over Graham, 61-30, and kind of set the bar kind of high for the young ladies with 61 points, and then you come back against Butler and only get 23.
Correct. Butler, unfortunately, we didn't have our starting point guard for Graham or Butler. It proved to be an issue against Butler. Butler put a little pressure on us, and they we didn't handle it well without our point guard. So I think we've worked on that. We've learned some things from that game and tried to build from there. The other loss that we experienced there was Tip, and Tip's the king of the class there in the G-Block North. So
yeah, I was here for that Tip game, and the Tip girls are always usually pretty good.
Yeah.
They're fundamentally sound.
They are.
I don't care who's coaching them, they're fundamentally sound down there. But you did give them a little bit of a run in the first half.
First half, we tried to.
Yeah. The thing that I came out of that ball game with was, and I think I mentioned to you this afterwards, that Izzy is just an aggravating defender.
Yeah.
She would make me mad if she was guarding me.
Yeah.
She's just in your face, and I'm surprised she doesn't go to their huddles. She is just on, especially when you're playing man to man or woman to woman or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But Belle Fountain came here. That was a nice win for you, 39-36 in that ball game. Urbana, you come right back with another win, 53-40.
Yeah.
Over those two teams that normally have good athletic programs.
Yeah. Urbana they gave us a run for our money until that fourth quarter, and we were able to kind of wear them out with kind of our aggressive defense. But yeah, the Belle Fountain was a good fight, tough win for us. We only put up 39 points, but we were happy to walk away with a win with that one.
Yeah, all you need is one.
That's right.
One more than the other guys.
That's right.
Xenia, you go over to Xenia. You score 70 points in that ball game, the most for the season, 69 against Tip. You come right back and get, 40 against Tip. Tip got 69 against you, but you scored 70 against Xenia.
Yeah.
Gave up 63. Won that ball game over there.
That's not, no. They only scored 38 on us.
Oh, 38,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought I got that off of, well, anyway, 38?
Yeah, that wasn't that close of a game. They struggled with us.
All right, my bad. Fairlawn. You lost to Fairlawn.
Yeah.
Shelby County League team.
Yep.
Are the girls good over Fairlawn?
They were very good. They were very disciplined. They got a good lead on us in the first half, and we struggled to come back. It was kind of one of those nights where you knew it was going to be Fairlawn's night. End of the first quarter, they had a girl hit a half-court shot, nothing but the bottom of the net. And then the second quarter, the same girl did it again.
Oh, my gosh.
So two half-court shots to end the first and second quarter. You kind of saw the writing on the wall that the night was going to be theirs. We gave them all we could handle there till the fourth quarter, till the horn went off, but just wasn't enough.
Yeah. 57-14 over Sydney. That didn't break anybody's heart around here.
No.
Sydney by that bad, but Sydney's really not strong this year. They're just not real talented, are they?
Yeah, they have fallen on hard times this year.
Greenville, you went over to Greenville. You won that ball game 60-36 is the score I had. Another nice win. Greenville boys last night lost to the Piqua boys.
Yeah.
So their teams, I don't think Greenville girls have won a game either, have they?
They've won one.
One?
They've won one.
Okay, coming up tonight, as a matter of fact, this is the 19th, you got Troy coming here. It's some kind of a special tonight, isn't it? To bring a can, get in free?
Yeah, if students bring 2 canned goods, they get in free, and then we're going to donate those canned goods to the Bethany Center.
Good. Good. And then the last game before Christmas will be this Saturday. Trotwood Madison comes in here. What can you tell us about Trotwood?
They're tough. they're very athletic. They're going to pressure us and they're going to move the ball up the court quickly. So we got our work cut out for the running Rams.
Are they big?
Yeah, big and aggressive.
What's their record? Do you know?
They've lost one game so far.
Wow, I can remember when my daughter played, and I remember going to a game at Trotwood, and Trotwood had some big players and very physical players at the time.
Physical for sure.
And you know my daughter.
Absolutely.
And she got in the ball game and she came down with a rebound under the basket. And all you could see was flying elbows and my daughter screaming, "Get off of me." And I think we went on and beat Trotwood that night because they didn't want to go inside with my daughter anymore.
Well, that's good. Yeah. So we need that.
Yeah, they are always a very physical ball team, unless you go right back at them, and I'm sure you can. You've got the Shrub girl in there who's playing. She's what was she leading in block shots on your team?
Correct.
She's the only one I think. Yeoman's maybe, I don't know how she get 1/10 of a block shot, but she's, according to the stats, she's got 1/10 of a block shot. She's got almost 2.5 blocks, Shrub.
Yeah, a game.
A game, yeah. And that's pretty good. Last year you had none.
Yeah, she's
less than one.
She's the leading. Last time I looked, she was the leading blocker, shot blocker. Excuse me, in the GWalk period, not the GWalk North, not the GWalk, just overall.
Yeah, she's in that top 5 there someplace.
Yeah,
for sure.
she's.
Yeomans is leading the scorers with almost 12 points a ball game.
Yep.
She is shooting free throws at a rate of 76%.
We'll take that.
Yeah,
we need to get the rest of the team up there.
I was looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on your team at 50% or better.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's going to win us some games.
Yeah, especially in the 1-on-1s.
Yep.
You get the first one, you're allowed to shoot the second one.
That's right.
You can't try the second one unless you make the first one.
Correct.
Right? So we got to keep that going.
Battle.
Now the 3-point shooting. Where's that number at? Oh, 23%. Izzy hits the threes.
Yep. No. Izzy, Carly Johns.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I watched that game against Tip City or whichever, no, the first game, and Izzy was out there playing defense, I don't remember her taking a shot. But then all of a sudden she's putting these threes up.
Yeah. She's kind of a two-fold player for us. She's kind of our defensive star. If we have somebody that we really want to try to shut down, we put Izzy on them, and then we like her to. Sometimes she uses all her energy at the defensive end, and she doesn't have enough juice left at the offensive end. But she gives us all she has. She's a great player, and she'll be sneaky. At Greenville, she hit 2 threes, I believe, and then had a couple points inside. So she was our second leading scorer with Greenville with 11. So. Yeah.
She's averaging almost 6 points a ball game. You got Carly Johns averaging just under 8. Shrub's averaging 6.5 a game. This is through the last score I had, the Greenville game, I guess.
Okay.
And then, Izzy's at just under 6. Kelsey Bachman at 5.1. Anderson at 4.2. So you got a number of girls. There's 6, 7 kids in that 5 to 12 range.
That's kind of how we are. We're a team that does things as a group. We don't, I mean, obviously Yeomans is leading the pack for us right now as our leading scorer, but to be a good team, it's going to have to get contributions from everyone. Well,
Johns is, she's a sophomore?
Correct.
And then Shrub's a sophomore?
Shrub's a freshman.
Freshman. Boy, is she going to be good by the time she graduates.
That's the plan.
And Izzy is a senior?
Izzy's a senior, yes.
Senior. So Yeomans and Izzy are your 2 seniors?
Yeomans is only a junior. Bachman's a senior, and then Izzy's a senior. We have Haley, who does a lot of things that don't necessarily show up in the stat book, but she's a real aggressive player for her, Haley McPherson. And then Skylar Sloan, she's our other senior. We have 4 seniors this year. Okay.
Well, Haley needs to shoot more threes because she's at 100% right now. She needs to put it up from outside.
Let's not tell her that.
Okay, but she is shooting 64% from the free throw line.
Yes,
that's one of those things that you
get inside and yeah.
Good. So tell me about your who you starting right now. Who are your 5 starters?
5 starters right now are Bachman, and then Carly and Izzy are round out our guards. Then we have Shrub. And then Yeomans. our forwards.
Okay. Off the bench, you got Chloe Stewart.
Chloe Stewart coming off. She's playing a little JV right now, trying to work on some of her skill sets, but she's doing well for us. She's a good spark. She provides a lot of energy.
She does.
By far one of the fastest players on our team. We have Anderson, who's also a freshman, coming off the bench that contributes. And like I said, Haley McPherson, Sloan, Skylar Sloan, they all come off the bench and kind of give us a boost when we need it. That Fairlawn game, I just subbed the whole. We just didn't have any energy. It was a Monday game, and we subbed the whole starters out, and they came in and they brought it right back for us. So I think we're a pretty well-rounded team that anybody can step up at any given time.
What do you got? What do you got coming up off the JV team?
Well, we got a lot of girls that are kind of playing in between. So Anderson right now is kind of an in between player. We have another Sloan. Her name is Reagan Sloan. She's does a lot of things well inside. Izzy King does a great job inside for us, and then Reagan Toops. She's going to be a heck of a player. She's our point guard for JV right now, and she really dominates the games, and she's got a good-looking shot.
Chloe, I've watched Chloe, and I think what you're talking about is to kind of hone her skills a little bit is on the defensive side. She seems to be guarding with her arms and not moving her feet enough. Am I right?
Yeah, we got a lot of girls that need to get those hands out and move their feet. Sometimes she gets a bad habit of wanting to reach and not move the feet, but she's only a freshman, so
she comes from a good background.
Absolutely,
basketball family.
Yeah.
Her dad was a good basketball player. I don't know about her mom, but she seems to be doing kind of taking the thing from her dad and moving forward with it.
Yeah, her older sister last year was a great player for the girls team. I had her older brother Elijah on the freshman team last year, who was a phenomenal shooter for us.
Mm-hmm.
So they definitely have a good family of basketball genes.
So now, do you guys play in the holiday tournament?
We do not.
You do not?
No.
Didn't a couple of years, didn't they do the girls' part of that holiday tournament?
I think it's been 2 or 3 years ago since they've done it.
So after you get done with Trotwood, when do you go back? Not until the 3rd of January.
Yeah, that January 3rd, we kind of have a makeup game. That game actually wasn't supposed to happen. Some things got mixed up with West Carrollton and their gym, so we had to schedule that one a little earlier than I would have liked. But yeah, that will come back. That'll be our first game after the break. Try to get in a few practices and get ourselves prepared for West Carrollton.
Yeah. Anybody on your schedule down through here that you think is really going to give you fits? You got to play Butler again.
Got to play Butler. I feel confident with Bachman back for Butler. That'll be a more competitive game the second time around. Tip, I'm going to have to really work my magic for Tip. I don't know what we can do I threw 3 different defenses at them the first time we played them, and they looked over and laughed at me. So I don't know what else.
Not really.
I think they did.
Yeah. But I do recall you walking away from the end of the bench over near the exit doors with your hands behind your head like this, and I know what that means.
I don't know what else to do is what that means. Yeah.
Hey, kids, you're on your own.
Yeah, that's right. Just play.
Just play.
Well,
yep. Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can draw exit as nose on your little
dry erase board there.
Erase board there.
Yeah.
And but if it doesn't relate to them, or they can't pick it up, then just go play.
Right.
And sometimes when you've got athletes, it's better off to just stay out of the way.
Absolutely.
And I know talking to Coach Grasso before the season, and he made the comment about having basketball players this year as compared to athletes last year.
Yeah.
And of course, he just won his first ball game, but he had a chance in the tip game of winning that ball game.
Right.
He took Miamisburg down to the wire.
Sure did. Yeah, it was a great game.
You know, sometimes you just got to let the kids go play.
Yep.
So what are you looking for in the future here? Are you've got 2 seniors you start, right?
Yep.
2 seniors you start. So junior, sophomore, freshman.
Yeah.
Is Shrub the only freshman you got on the varsity?
No, like I said, she's the only one starting right now. We did have Anderson starting. Carly really stepped up and has proven herself, so she's kind of taken over that role. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, the future going into the new league, the MVL, with the young group that is coming up, I feel that we can do some damage and be pretty successful.
Anybody injured?
Yep. But we got Troy tonight, so in the event they're watching this, we're gonna hide that.
Yeah. So your 7-footer's definitely going to play, right?
And that's the plan. That's the plan.
Good. So what do you see down the road for the team as far as, we've never been a school, girls or boys. Boys maybe back 15 years ago we had some big kids.
Yeah.
But we've never had the big girls to play the tall girls. I can't use the word big girls. The tall girls. I got in trouble in Shelby County like saying big girls. But tall girls playing for Piqua. We just don't seem to find the 6'3", 6'4", 6'6" like you do up north.
Right, yeah. We have some size this year. We're going to have size next year too, so we're going to try to take advantage of it and use it the best we can, absolutely.
Get that ball inside. Now, I noticed Shrub in the first part of the season, she was getting the ball inside, but she was having trouble getting it to go through the net.
Correct. She's a freshman. It's a work in progress. Yeah. She's getting better. She's going to be a heck of a player. She understands the defensive end of things well, and once she gets that offensive game really going, she's going to be a force.
Well, her timing has got to be good, averaging 2.5 blocks a game.
Yep.
Is she 6 foot tall?
She is, what is she? She is, I want to say she's 5'11", but she might be 6'1".
Well, that's good.
She's right in there, 6 foot, somewhere in there, 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1".
She seems to be comfortable on the defensive side.
Yeah.
The offensive side, she seems a little tentative. And she tries to sneak, and I notice this so much especially with the girls more than the boys. They try to sneak the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
That square up there is there for a reason.
That's right.
Use it. Put the ball in the square. Don't try to sneak it in. It won't go through there that way.
Sounds like you've been at a few of my practices.
No, I'm just watching a basketball game. And I got a grandson that keeps trying to sneak the ball in the basket. And I say, use the bankboard. Get it up into that square.
Nope, absolutely. That's
Not
where
between the rim and the bankboard.
Right.
It won't fit in there.
Nope.
What... You got anything planned special tonight for Troy that you can't tell me about?
I do. I sure do. They have three players that are absolutely phenomenal. They got kind of a big body girl that does a lot of things well inside. She's actually not had a turnover yet this year. She gets the ball in there and she's effective with it. If she gets fouled, she goes to the free throw line and makes those. So she's kind of a nightmare. And then they got 2 guards that are actually sisters. One's a freshman, I believe the other's a junior, and they are a force to be reckoned with. But we'll see what I can pull out of my pocket tonight and
be ready.
Hopefully contain them. And I think we'll be able to compete with them.
How's your press working?
We've had to make some adjustments. We started off with a diamond press, and we've kind of transferred to more of a man-to-man press, which has proven to be more effective. I kind of figured out some things that some people can do and some people can't do, and we're trying to utilize those strengths.
You trapping at all?
A little bit. We're still not quite good enough, fast enough to make that happen, but
you just trying to slow them down with the press, or are you trying to get
We're trying to make them make mistakes with the press. So just in the face, wear them down from the start of as soon as they inbound that ball, so the full length of the court, just wear them down, make them tired for the fourth quarter. And that's actually why we had some success against Urbana. They were with us, fourth quarter, we just wore them down. And it's kind of going to be the plan going forward. We got enough bodies, we can keep rotating on the court. Most teams have 3, 4, if they're good, 5, and hopefully we can wear them out.
Well, you mentioned in the preseason that conditioning was going to be a big thing for you.
Absolutely.
And I think you see it so much, I see it so much in Bill Nees's football teams. And you played football for him, and Ohio State's football teams. When you get into the fourth quarter, the conditioning is so obvious that the other teams are hands on hips, they're bent over, they're trying to catch their breath, and we're still going. We could go 6 quarters sometimes, I think, against those guys.
Absolutely.
So it's keeping your kids in shape, and
right.
that's going to benefit you in the long run. Anything else you want to talk about, Coach?
That's all I have.
That's all you have?
Yeah.
That's all you need?
That's all I need.
Hey, have a Merry Christmas.
You as well.
And a Happy New Year, and continue to win. And
we're going to try.
All right, well, go on back to class and tell the kids something really smart.
That's right, get them educated.
Right. You're watching the Piqua Girls Basketball Coaches Show live on the Indian Nation Station YouTube page, brought to you by Piqua Digital Media. I'm Lloyd Shoemaker, your host, and our star of the program was Coach John Dolph over here. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.